So a few days I had a call with a coaching client of mine, and he was sharing with me how in the last few months he's been getting criticized a lot. He's been getting criticized a lot specifically by a group of his friends, and he's been getting criticized by some of his family members for decisions and choices he's making. Now, these decisions and choices are related to dreams and goals he's pursuing. They come with risk. But this is what he wants, right? And he's been getting criticized by people. And it came up that he was wondering how he should go about handling it. And how you respond and how you handle it specifically with people that are criticizing you but not in your shoes, honestly, that can vary depending case by case. Is it a person that's close to you, near and dear, and that you love? So you probably will practice a little bit more kindness versus some, second, third order connection that you really don't maybe care as much about. You can be probably a little bit more flippant with them. I'll leave that up to you to navigate. Me personally, I'm generally a short-fused person when it comes to that. Most people know that, so they don't even bother criticizing me. They do it behind my back. But what I told him was, I said, the way I look at criticism is, if I wouldn't trade lives with the person criticizing me, I give absolutely no weight to their criticism. And so I share that with you here because I think that can be helpful. If somebody's criticizing you to your face, or more often talking shit about you behind your back, if you wouldn't trade lives with them, their criticism shouldn't matter to you. In my observation in life, most people, it seems to me, deep down inside, don't actually even like themselves. Which is why, from my perspective, so many people are constantly trying to mask through all kinds of behavior, etc., right? Things that they're engaging in. What in the shit? As soon as I start making a video, some weird noise starts squeaking. I don't edit, so there you go. You get to live through that too. Most people don't even like themselves, so, which is why we see people engage in a lot of self-sabotaging behaviors and not respect themselves. Now, if you understand how psychology works, especially how cognitive behavioral therapy works, you quickly begin to understand that people don't see the world the way the world is. People see the world the way they are. We see the world the way we are. So who we are, aka self-identity, beliefs, subconscious, who we are is how we see the world. Now, if most people don't even really like themselves or respect themselves, and most people people by default see the world as who they are on the inside, that's what they see on the outside, then what does that say about the quality of the source code that the signal is coming from that they're criticizing with? If the criticism signal that you're getting from a person is coming from a source code where the person doesn't like themselves and what they see is who they are, what does that say about the quality of the data? Like, just think about it logically. You with me? As I like to joke with my guys, if you use logic, you can come to a conclusion. In fact, every single time, without fail, logic will come to a conclusion. Facts, right? Feelings lie, facts don't. So, on the subject of critics, and I draw a distinction between critics and haters. That's a different video, different topic. But specifically critics, and usually, again, this matters most from people that might be close to you, friends, family, business, colleagues, loved ones, etc. Again, if you wouldn't trade places with them, sure, listen to the criticism, say thank you for sharing, ask why they felt like they needed to share that. Maybe you learn something in terms of about them. But don't take any of it to yourself as you having to actually embrace it if you wouldn't want to live their life, because a person can only give from what they have. So like if I don't have any money, I can't give you any money. If I'm not strong, I can't give you strength-based help. If I'm not winning at life, I can't give you winning advice or criticism. So if you wouldn't trade places with somebody, understand they can't give you anything that would help you, including their advice and insight, and their insight, and their criticism, because it's coming from who they are and how they see the world, and most people don't like themselves. For me, anyway, when I remember this and stay grounded in this, it helps me to take criticism a lot less personally, like not take it personally at all, because I just understand that they're talking from who they are, how they see the world, and they're probably coming from a place of genuinely deep down inside not liking themselves or not respecting themselves. Probably didn't go after their dreams and crush it if I wouldn't trade places with them. And so they're just talking. And if you're going after, what I told my client is, if you're going after your dreams and actually making progress, it's reminding them that they didn't have what it takes to go for theirs. Everybody will cheer for you when you talk about your dreams, but they'll really quickly the same people will become big critics the second you actually start making any progress towards your dreams. Because when you just talk about your dreams, that's what they did too. Everybody talks about their dreams, goals, fantasies, but very few people get on the path of progression towards achieving their dreams. When you start doing that, you're the people that will clap for you when you talk about your goals will oftentimes be the same people that will criticize you about going after your goals. Again, because you're now subconsciously reminding them that they didn't go for theirs. But they don't realize that consciously. They're just criticizing you and saying because they want you to be safe. They want to protect you. They're looking out for you. They love you. They want to help you. No. They just don't want you to show them up. Subconsciously. They're terrified of that. Because if they're connected to you as family and friends and they know you, colleagues, then that means they're generally on somewhat equal footing with you in life, because they're in your orbit, they're in your life. So if you can go after your dreams and goals and start accomplishing them and they haven't, what does that say about them? And again, that's why they're giving you that criticism. It's just really about who they are and how they see which is how they see the world, and they don't like themselves and they don't respect themselves. As the cliche goes, nobody doing more than you will ever criticize you. And I've found that, by and large, to be pretty dang accurate.